What is at stake for her?
For my character?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, basically, if you can imagine the most exciting thing that could ever happen to you that you think will probably never happen in your lifetime, but you will spend your entire lifetime preparing for that moment, and it actually happens, that's what's happened to her in this situation. So basically, you know, in terms of what's at stake, ultimately her life along with all of theirs, because they're doing something completely crazy. But also, you know, this is a massive, this is, you know, the most incredible discovery as a scientist she could have ever made or ever been a part of. So, and it's also the fact that she's someone who I think definitely takes herself very seriously in terms of, you know, she's very schooled, she's very educated, she wants to share this information with the world in the most, you know, practical way, and she has been really, you know, embarrassed, and she's been humiliated because people are like, oh God, you're just a wacko. And so to have the evidence in front of her is just, you know, unbelievable. So I think that certainly her career is at stake to some extent, but I don't even think she's thinking about that in this moment. I think it's more just she is like a kid in a candy store. She just cannot believe that this could actually be happening, which is really fun to play.
And are there any sparks between?
Oh, well, of course there have to be. Yeah, no, I think what's interesting is, you know, and it's funny because we really, in developing the script, we found that more because, as we all know, opposites attract, and, you know, and these two characters couldn't be more opposite. So, you know, they rib each other and they, you know, annoy each other, but in the end of the day, they really do have a connection. And it's funny because as we were as the script was being worked on, and Andy and I were speaking about this character and the dynamics, we were saying, like, one of the great things is, you know, that it offers us a lot of comedy to play too, because, you know, he's an ex-con cab driver and she's a highly educated astrophysicist, and, you know, and yet they actually have a common goal, and they end up, you know, absolutely, you know, we find out that they will probably have more of a future after this together. So they definitely do have, you know, there's some good sparks.
So you get along well with Dwayne?
I do. I mean, he's just, you know, such a lovely, lovely human being who is, you know, supremely funny. I mean, I think that's the thing, you know, it's always for me, people that I get along with, you know, sense of humor is just key. And a passion for what they do, and he really has both of those. So that's a cool combo, and, you know, that doesn't always happen. So.
What do you think of the kids, their performances?
Oh, they're great. I mean, you know, they both are. Again, I think we really have a very passionate group of people on this movie. Nobody is in any way walking through anything, and everybody feels really excited about it. Anna Sophia Robb obviously has had a lot of experience and is a really smart actress, and Alexander is equally talented and sort of just, he has this great fresh perspective to the world, and you'll see when you talk to him, you know, he's just open to everything that's around him, and that's such a beautiful quality. And I've worked with a lot of kids in my career for whatever reasons, and I've been really fortunate to work with really talented, really smart kids who have been brought up really well with perspective, because I think it is a really difficult business to be a kid in and to have any sense of what is real and what is not real, because sort of everything is so skewed, you know. But these guys are amazing, and their parents are amazing, and everyone's really collaborative. I think that's a thing too. There's very little ego involved. Which is great, and we just have a really, really great time. I definitely, you know, whenever I'm away and I'm not working for a few days, I'm always very excited to come back. And this is, you know, acting is my favorite thing to do on the planet, so to be able to do it with people who love it as well is just a gift.